Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here for the lovely Libra Collective. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get started. We'll use tarot cards, oracle cards. I will share channeled messages as I receive them. And I want to start out with this Divine Direction Oracle. What do we have, please, for the lovely Libra Collective? What do we have? Friendships. Get ready to meet new people, connecting deeply with friends, and just a theme of helping you bring in new energy. Okay, overall, bringing in new energy, maybe to your friend groups. This reading can resonate for any area of your life: career, money, fortune, love, relationships, empowerment, all of it. So it's not just about, friends, relationships. It can also have to do with connections, networking, and business and that sort of thing. It can have to do with even, neighbors, like any sort of people in your life. Let's see what else we have. And some of you, you don't even know, like, who are these new people? There are going to be new people coming in. Round and round. Okay. This is a card we had not too long ago, and that is definitely the feeling, and I'll tell you why. Because we are still in Mercury Retrograde, and there are some other things astrologically going on that it's created some tension when it comes to relationships. Okay, so you want to give attention to situations that keep repeating themselves. Mercury Retrograde, RE. It always seems to connect to words starting with re, right? So we're kind of doing things again, doing things over. There's a lesson here that we could be resisting to learn if things keep showing up and coming back around. We've also been getting the Wheel of Fortune in like every reading for weeks and weeks. So it's sometimes we get it twice in readings. So that makes me think too about sort of going around and round here. And it may mean that you're kind of losing inspiration when it comes to something. There is a big message, though, that wants to come in, that was coming into me before I did the reading. I always do a meditation, and it was like releasing the weight and get busy planning your own dreams, because other people's emotions are not your responsibility. They're not your responsibility, okay? So it feels like there's something emotionally heavy that could be stopping you, preventing you, or diverting your attention over to that or them, when really you need to be focusing, or you want to be focusing on what it is that you need to do for you and your advancement in life, or just you building, a life you really want, or a life you're really excited about, All right, let's see here. Help us. I want to say help us get back on track. Seems like some of us need to get back on track. We have options. Please remember, you have options. I know a lot of you are going through struggles right now. Between job loss, relationship loss, feeling out in the cold, feeling very kind of Five of Pentacles too. Like you have other options. You might be focusing too much on one thing or one person. As I said, things are kind of taking your attention away from what's really important. You might not see that there are other opportunities around. There are some great options. So please don't limit yourself just to like what's in front of you or what you only see right now, because there seems to be that there are going to be other opportunities that could be even better coming in. What else do we have? A lot to look forward to. Back on track. Oh my goodness. I literally just said we're only 4 minutes into the reading, and I already used that. I already said it's like you're getting back on track. Well, here we are. At least I think I said that, didn't I? Anyway, here's the card, back on track. That's the energy. It feels like it's time to reassess, right? Reassess your goals. Lay the foundation. That's going to help you get back on track. You're going to develop a new strategy. You're doing it this time. I'll tell you, I can feel it. I know it. That's what's happening. It's all about your happiness. It's all about that positive energy you're bringing in. And it's because you're the one who you decided, before. It's kind of like smile and then, That's what you'll see in the work. You'll notice, what is it? I'm not going to say it because I don't even know. I'm not going to quote anybody. I don't know who originally said it. But so anyway, we want to be what we want to attract, right? If you're not yet happy with a situation, what can you tune into? What energy? Is it watching funny pet videos? Is it watching, your kids play? What is it? Is it baking? Is it going for a hike? Whatever it is, tune into it. Allow yourself, raise the vibration here. Okay. Every week when I do our weekly reading on Sunday mornings, we always do we pull a high vibe card. It's like our little schoolhouse homework for the week. And I feel like I need to get one of those now. Like, what can we do to kind of raise our vibration and get us into that energy of happiness before it even arrives? And that's where being grateful comes in. So gratitude exercises, things like that really make a difference. Even if it's just starting your day or ending your day with one thing you're grateful for. What do we have here? High vibe, help us out. Decks I use are down below. Rock the mantra. Rock the mantra. How are you feeling right now? Repeat the words, I rock. 20 times with conviction. I rock, I rock, I rock. All right. Notice the energetic change. Just, even finding something to smile at, finding something to laugh about. If you have, something important coming up, an interview, a date, a conversation with somebody new or someone that generally kind of like stresses you out, who knows, practice, listening to something funny on the way there, or practice smiling on your way there. That's something I do before important meetings or something I'm nervous about. I find reasons like I can smile. So I switch the energy of whatever I'm in, I just like change the channel on it. And so if it's some sort of mantra, like I rock, like, whatever it is, just do what works for you, but you get the idea of it. That's the whole point, is like you get the idea and then just tweak it how whatever resonates for you. And yes, only take what resonates. Your intuition knows best. And then just leave the rest. Right? Leave the rest. So, like to get in. I'm getting a name like Julie, Julia, Juliet, Julian. And then I heard Julio, and then I heard Harper. Okay, so there's that. What do we have here? I like to get everything all situated for you here. Okay, so there we go. All right. You're just it's like, for some of you, I feel like if there was a mute button, you'd be muting out other people right now. Like, it's almost feel like, or maybe maybe one of you just thought or said, gee, I wish I had a remote where I could like mute whatever this other noise is in the environment, All right. A lot of emotional stuff here going on for a lot of us. Big transformation happening here. Metamorphosis. I'm feeling that. Oh my goodness. There's big transformation, metamorphosis here with the Magician. You as it says here, you have options. Okay, you've got options. Some of you are feeling like you're going round and around. And that's why it's hard to get back on track. It's like you keep trying, and then it's like getting the door shut in the face again, it's not always going to be that way though. This is what the energy is telling us right now. Okay. This is the Magician, and they have all the resources they need. They have talent, and they know how to use it. They know their value too, and they know their power. So you really stepping into your power is what's going to help you get back on track. But guess what? Just like with the Magician, you've got to see it to believe it, or believe it to see it. It's believe it to see it, right? Things are not how they seem right now. There's more going on beneath the surface that's going to lead to your overall growth, your overall victory. What else do we have? So you're getting new energy. Again, a lot of you're changing the channel. You're picking the volume too, right? You're holding that remote control. You're holding the control here, okay? And if you don't feel like you are, just even that's a fun little exercise. Imagine you are. Or I have another little fun exercise for us. Why don't we come up with like little remotes that you draw? And if you could have remote control of a certain situation, what would some of the options be? And can you actually make that a reality in this situation? How can you turn down the volume on something or someone that's been eating away at you or impacting you in some way? How can you change the channel on a certain energy or situation or chapter of your life? Do you have the source input. What are some of the sources right now that they're input putting into your life that's affecting you in a big way? Maybe you need to change that, changing altogether what you're connecting to on a bigger scale. Maybe there are a lot of influences that is affecting everything, so something along those lines. Okay, try that out and see if it works. I like to come up with practical ways to help us, to help inspire us really, and to help us really, bring into existence what it is that we're reaching for, dreaming for, hoping for. Because I feel that the thing with the magician is they know that they're magical. Like they know their power. They know, they trust in it. They trust in their ability to create, to manifest. And so you have to as well. We have to believe it. Believe it. They have that ultimate, remote control. All right, what do we have here? Some of you, it's just you simply changing who you're around, what you're doing, what you're eating, all of it. Change, some of you are like ready for this ultimate overhaul, Yeah. All right. It's probably a good thing that something didn't work out too. I know that some of you are kind of feeling that. And I also get too that some of you are now going to have an option or time or energy to kind of spruce things up. Maybe it's even focusing on your own health and things like that. What else do we have? What do we have? Everything to get started. Oh my goodness, there's a Page of Pentacles. Something may have not felt like it was the ultimate possibility or offer, but okay, I'm getting a very specific message with this. This is like, so there's this round and round. It's kind of like you were, it's sort of like, and I've been in this situation before, and it's a terrible situation to feel. It's kind of like you put yourself out there, like you got yourself all confident about something, put yourself out there, really believed in it, trusted the universe, had an opportunity maybe that you felt like was good. It wasn't like your dream, whatever, relationship or partnership or connection, or it wasn't your dream job or opportunity or whatever, but it could have led somewhere and you got excited about it and then it fell through. So I am feeling that. And I'm sorry if that's you. Like I said, I've been in a very similar situation not too long ago, actually. And it can be hard to then trust again, and it's like the next card on the table. I just want to tell you that's the options card. So you may have felt like yet again, round and around, or yet again, you put yourself out there to be rejected or to be hurt in some way, or to find out that it was all fake or whatever it is. And remember though, your potential is unlimited. That's part of the lesson of the magician. There's limitless possibilities here. I know we all have our, barriers and things like that. Yes, we all have, we can't always control everything, right? We don't have that ultimate remote control in life, but we do, I feel, have more say over certain things, or more power than we realize. What else do we have? Not always, but a lot of the times. And that's part of my, so I just had cards flip over that I did not mean to have. What do we have? Unleash your kindest self and go for it. All you can do is be your most high vibrational self, and then the rest, yeah, we can't necessarily control every detail, but that's the part you can control. And I'm going to tell you that part is way more powerful than you may realize. Your vibe, your outlook. And I know a lot of you have experiences. Feel free to drop comments below and share them. You have experience with this very thing, like you're aware of your ability to kind of shift situations and turn something that was nothing into something that is very powerful. It's like learning the lessons as you go too. Like, you remember the round and round card here. There could be, if there's a lesson you're resisting to learn, it's like once a Libra figures that out, whether it's Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever, nothing can stop us then, because we get that, like, once we get that clarity, and sometimes it takes us a while to get there, but once we get it, we're like, oh, that's okay, mystery solved, and then forget it. Like, then we're unstoppable, right? But a lot of the times it comes down to not realizing that there are, in fact, other options, or that there was some sort of lesson there that needed to be learned. And it can be hard too, because sometimes, the part of this reading too is about you releasing what is feeling heavy. Or it may have been hard for you to let go of something, even if it wasn't ideal, even if there was some sort of pain involved with it, or heartbreak, or like a trade-off. It's like you didn't want to have to let it go, but that just wasn't your time. It wasn't the option. It wasn't in your best interest, but you don't necessarily see it yet. There's the 10 of Wands. Some of you, it's like putting undue pressure and stress on yourself, or trying to control things that are totally out of your control. Part of being powerful is to know where your power lies, right? And to not waste time and energy on things that you don't have any control over, right? So releasing yourself from that responsibility. You are not responsible for the actions and feelings of others. Free yourself from that. Delegate if you need to, or just put something back onto somebody else. Like, no, I am not doing that. Remember I just said it's like it's like having releasing the weight. This is the card in tarot that tells us it's time to release that weight, or letting you know that, hey, this burden's going to be lifted soon. Look how close they are. Look how close, and you are so close. And just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean you haven't made growth. Look at all the growth on the wands. You're doing something all on your own, and that can be very difficult. It can be hard. You can ask your guides for help. It's back on track is 8 of Cups. Sayonara, Sam. I always get that off this card. There they go. That's an eclipse right on the card. The only card in tarot that has the official eclipse on it. And it's like, yeah, this might have been fulfilling at some time, at some point, but it's not anymore. So there you are, moving on to something better. Even though they're not quite sure what's going on there, but they know they can rely on themselves. They have confidence in themselves in that nice bright red hat. They have confidence in their own mind and ability to work through whatever's coming up, overcome it, And they're not afraid. They're not settling. They are not afraid to walk away from something that is just not doing it. It's not going to do it. It's not going to work. And, we have a powerful eclipse season. What eclipse season isn't? But we have that coming up next month. I'll be doing readings focused on the eclipses, of course. And you have the King of Pentacles. And guess what? It's like once you release that burden, you go from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And both of these cards are connecting to environmental shifts, which tells me that, guess what? You can't necessarily control the environment, but you can respond how much you let it affect you, or how long you decide you're going to stay in that environment. You have some control over it. Maybe you come up with your little remote control exercise, and it's something like, you're only putting options on there of things you can control. So that'll help you visually see. I'm very into like visual learning. You'll be able to visually see, these are the things I can control. These other things I can't. What can I do with the control I do have? And it can be very empowering to know exactly where your power lies and what you should do with it, basically. So what else do we have? King of Pentacles, they know where to invest, right? They're not going to be putting into people, places, situations, even thought patterns that are just not going to get them where they want to go. So that's really important for us at this time. What else? I love we have the King of Pentacles after the Page of Pentacles. Shows me you're advancing, right? Okay, and there's the Hierophant. Yeah, some of you, it's like you're the one who is the teacher. You are the mentor. You are, in fact, the spiritual advisor for a lot of people, and they're blessing their disciples here, And, you know, there's keys of wisdom in the picture, in the card. And it's like you're ready. It's like you're ready to, you've learned the lesson. And that's awesome to see underneath round and round. This is awesome. This is the ultimate, you know, you've learned the lesson and you're committed to not let that happen again. What else do we have? It's some of you, it's like not giving up control. You're not going to give up your control, your power again. What else do we have, please? Tell us more about the options, the responsibilities, the being close. There's the moon. I mean, like I said, things are going on under the surface. It's not how it appears. You did not get one thing because something better is coming in. And there's another thing too about working through your fears and coming up with a practical plan in order to reach said goals. All right. And it doesn't have to be a goal like, oh, you know, something on the external. It could even be a goal of, you know, changing your mindset, a mindset shift, which is ultimate, right? So in this, I love seeing this because we just had the new moon in Cancer 2 days ago. That was your reading. So check that out. I think you're going to want to check that out because I feel like there is this energy coming in on these cards where we're heavily impacted by that new moon in Cancer. And that reading had to do a lot with, you know, like a reality check of trusting in the unknown, because there are brighter days ahead, of hanging in there, even though there's some sort of disappointment, letdown, right? There could be some sort of, there was, you know, a surprise, or again, like I said, a disappointment, or things have been a little heavier than you thought they'd be, or a relationship turned sour or something. And you're not seeing now why necessarily that's going to be a good thing. There could be unnecessary drama or unseen problems. But like I said before, like the Eight of Cups, they have that confidence to just believe in the journey, believe in yourself. Even if you don't trust the universe, trust in yourself to handle whatever comes your way. If you enjoy your reading, please do like the video, hype, subscribe, leave a comment. It all helps. Thank you. All right, what else do we have, please? Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of you, you're not going to end up in the same kind of situation you were just in, or that you know, it's just like you're not. I just feel like, again, this is a card. It tells me like lessons learned here, and if there's something that you don't quite know, I feel like a lot of you are not too proud to, like, you're not going to move forward with something if you don't have all the information. So definitely get all the information, and let's see what else we have. Get all that information. Where does it lead us? Oh, okay, here's where it leads us, the 10 of Cups. And as usual, Libras, I mean, I think I say it every reading now, you have 10-10. There is, in fact, a new path unfolding, and it is ultimate happiness. I really think a lot of you don't even know it's coming. You don't see it, maybe because it's never happened before, or it's just been so much of the same. But again, this is a time where you're going to want to reassess, reevaluate, redefine, recalibrate, with all the re's, right? This is putting down that proper foundation and getting you back on track, whether it's a new strategy, or it's you finally deciding you're going to share your own wisdom and knowledge with the world, or it's you working through the fear, or shifting your mindset, or realizing, you know, I'm too good for this situation and moving on, learning what you need to learn, not being too proud to do that, adjusting relationships. It's like you're making the necessary changes because you know that you deserve better. You're going for it. And when you do go for it, look at all the happiness. It's dreams come true. The dreams become a reality. But again, it's like working through the fears and putting things, you know, creating a practical plan, like that King of Pentacles would do. You have a lot of earth energy there with the Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Hierophant. It's all good. You have everybody here, though. When you have Cups, Wands, Swords, and Pentacles. So I like it when we have kind of everybody here. It shows me covering the bases. Let's get some of the Moonology cards, since we're still in the energy of this powerful new moon in Cancer. A new romantic cycle begins. Ooh, it says new moon in Libra. Bottom of the deck. I like seeing that next to the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that could be like, you know, leading to family dreams come true. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. And like I said, this energy is already connecting us to the eclipse season coming in. Wow. All right. Love it. Let's get advice, practical advice. First, I want to get some faith over feelings. Decks I use are below. This one's by The Reckoning Co. You can't change the way the cards are dealt, but you can change the way you play your hand. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what we were talking about. Like I said, you can't always change your environment, but you can change how you respond to it, how long you stay in it, how much you let it affect you. You can change. So changing, like I said, it's about knowing where your power lies and using it wisely. Magician, hello. It says, stop letting your potential go to waste because you don't feel ready. You can't make that up. My gosh. Guys, this lady, people, everyone, this is like unreal how much this resonates with things that are already said. And it happens so much. It's amazing to me. So don't, like I said, your potential's unlimited, really, stop letting your potential go to waste because you don't feel ready. I talked about that. Like you have enough to kind of get going, get started. If we waited till everything was perfect, I don't know if I said that last reading or this reading, like I said, no one would have babies. We can't, the conditions are not always going to be perfect, but they're going to be good enough to get started. People will with half your talent are making serious waves. So let's go with go for it, right? That new moon Aries energy. Go for it while you still feel ready. Go for it while that door is still an option. But you have to do what feels best for you, okay? This is just, like I always say, you don't have to listen to Tarot Lady and Tarot Land. You do you, right? Okay, you have, oh my gosh. Finding your balance. Rebalance your mind, body, and spirit. And here's the oh my gosh card. You can manifest great changes. Look beyond the daily grind and see what you truly desire. Incredible. What else? Tune in Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Time for your weekly readings, Libra. And then currently the schedule, it may change. If so, I'll do a post or I'll mention in videos, probably both. But right now it is still Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoon. All right, that's usually when I post. 1919, patience. Patience. This is hard work, making your dreams a reality. Patience and hard work make dreams a reality. And then, oh, wow, look, another, oh my goodness. Look how excited. You're finding your balance, rebalance your mind, body, and spirit. And then I go to the different deck, and what do you get? 2121, a test of your balance. Stay the course. Remember your worth. Yeah. I'm going to have to get off this reading so I can go run around the room and scream and celebrate. This is amazing how much it all comes together. And I think, sometimes I feel like it's just so magical, but I love that. Okay. You have under you can manifest great things, look beyond the daily grind and see your true desire. You have 1212, sign of manifesting your dreams. Stay focused on your goals and dreams. It's unreal, but believe it. Believe it. We see evidence of magic and things at this table all the time. Magic can happen. Things can happen, right? Call it magic. Call it whatever you want. I just, I just say that because, it's like believing in miracles, basically. Miracles, magic, whatever you want to call it. All right. What else? What do we have here? Believing in more than what is seen, and then you can manifest it into reality. What do we have? What do we have? Wolf, Avatar. 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 Wolf, card 45, crown chakra. You are a divine being, so much more majestic and magical. I added the and magical. You're a divine being, so much more majestic than you could ever imagine. Embrace your true greatness. Your leadership power serves many. There it is. Bottom of the deck, Komodo Dragon, card 4, focused intention, Earth Star Chakra. I'm getting this saying it's going to be okay. Something here is going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It says, keep your eyes on the target. Don't let anything distract you. You create what you focus on. Magician vibes all the way. So this is what you're reading. This is what I have for you. Wishing you all the very best. You know how to show support. Thanks so much. Check out your other readings, particularly that new moon reading. I'll put it on the end screen that you'll see it in just a moment on your screen if you don't already. Thanks so much for being here, Libra. Take care.